Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Today we'll see standard 6 and subject science. In the chapter number 10, chapter name is motion and measurement of the distance. In the previous part 2 video, we have seen up to main 7. Today we'll start from main 8. Match the following. Write the alphabet from section B in the answers. It carries 2 marks. See the section A. First of all, we will see the section A. Number 1, steam engine. Number 2, automobile. Number 3, waterway. Number 4, a rope walker walking on the rope. And section B, A, bus. B, rectilinear motion. C, train. D, boat. And E, circular motion. Now see the number 1. Number 1, steam engine. Steam engine match with the train. Number 2, automobile. Automobile match with the bus. Number 3, waterway. Waterway match with the boat. Number 4, a rope walker walking on the rope. It's a match with the rectilinear motion. Now see the main 9. Answer the following questions in details. It carries 4 marks each. See the question number 1. What care will you take in measuring the length of any object? First of all, we will see the figure. See the pencil scale is there and here pencil is there. Now see, if we see from position of eye is here, then correct position is this middle line. This position is also wrong and this position is also wrong. The point of the pencil is here, so you have to see from here only. It's a straight way. This cross way, it's a wrong. Okay, and this is the scale. Now see, in measuring the length of any object, we need to take the following care. Which care you have to take, that you have to see. Place the scale parallel in contact with the object along its length. Place one end of the object carefully at 0 mark of the scale. See, here one end is on 0 mark. Observe the other end of the object. This pencil is the object. Other end of the object and the mark on the scale where it ends. Here the point, it's a end point. Correct position of the eye is also important for taking measurement. See, correct position means you have to see straight way. This is the correct position. Correct position of the eye is also important for taking measurement. Your eye must be exactly in front of the point where the measurement is to be taken. Exactly, your eye should be in straight line. In some scales, the end may be broken. You may not be able to see the 0 mark clearly. In such cases, you should avoid taking a measurement from the 0 mark of the scale. You can use any other full mark of the scale. Then you must subtract the reading of this mark from the reading at the other end. Now see the question number 2. Explain different types of motions with example. Answer is, different types of motion with different types of motions are as follows. Number 1, rectilinear motion. What is meant by rectilinear motion? See, the motion in which an object moves along a straight line. See, the object moves along a straight line is called rectilinear motion or linear motion. Example, a bullet from a gun. Now see the number 2. Second point, curved motion. What is meant by curved motion? The motion in which an object moves along a curve is called curved motion. Example, the motion of an ant. Now see the third one, circular motion. The motion in which an object moves on a circular track is known as the circular motion. Example, the blades of a moving fan. The blades of a moving fan shows the circular motions. Now see the next page. Fourth one is the periodic motion. If an object repeats its motion after a definite interval of time, the motion of the object is known as the periodic motions. Example, motion of a pendulum. You have seen the clock pendulum. that repeats its motion. Okay, swing, it also repeats its motion. Now see the question number 3. How will you measure the length of a bent iron rod? Answer is, a meter scale cannot be used to measure the length of a bent rod. It is measured by the help of a thread. Hold one end of the thread at one end of the rod and then keep moving the thread along the length of the rod. Make a mark on the position or make a mark on the portion of the thread which comes near the other end of the rod. Now measure the length of the thread from the end of the mark. The reading that you get, its length is the length of the rod. Now see the activities. Number 1. To measure the length of a table using handspan as a unit. Apparatus and materials are table. Procedure. Here the table is there and you have to measure it with the handspan. Use handspan of your and your two friends as a unit. As two of your friends to take the measurements of the table in terms of their handspan. See the figure. This is the handspan. Handspan. Take string length equal to your handspan and then fractions of the string length to make the measurement. Record your observations in the table. Now record your observation in the table. Here the name of the students. You can also able to write down your friends' names. Rohan. Length of the table. Number of handspans is 6 and half handspan. Meet 7 handspan. Siu 6 handspan. And Jeet 7 1/4 handspan, 1/4 handspan. Now see the next page. Now conclusion is the length of the table measured by each of the friends is different. Number 2. Identify the state of the objects at rest and in motion. Procedure. Make a list of the objects you have seen and the living things around you. Observe which amongst these are moving and which are at rest. Note down your observation. Fill in the table objects at rest and in motion. Objects at rest. House. An object in motion, a flying sparrow. Table. These are the object rest. House, table, clock, school bag, ball, desk and book. They are the rest position. And in motion, a flying sparrow, second hands of a clock, a flying mosquito, flying butterfly, fish swimming in water, a moving train and running horse. These are in motion. Conclusion is that objects moving from place to one place to another, are said to be in motions, whereas the objects which do not change their position are said to be at the rest. Number 3. To understand circular motion. Now see, apparatus and materials are stones, piece of thread, and procedure. Take a small piece stone. Here the stone is there. Piece of the stone, and here this is one is the thread. Tie it with a piece of thread. Whirl the stone with your hand. You have to round it. Okay. Observe the motion of the stone. A conclusion is a stone tied to a thread when whirled executes circular motions. Which motion? Circular motion. Here your chapter is completed and we will see the next chapter, chapter number 11 in the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy. Okay, bye.